Hey Fragrance family, I'm David, I'm a fragrance bro. Welcome to another house spotlight. This time on the house of MiN New York and their line Scent Stories. Now many of you probably already recognize the name MiN New York. MiN New York is a retailer, perfume retailer in New York City, and they have an incredible line of niche fragrances. Their shop looks amazing. I've never been there personally. I've seen lots of pictures and I know some friends who've been there and seen video and stuff like that. I've talked to a couple of people who work there. They have an incredible staff. They're knowledgeable, personable, professional, incredible. And they made their own line of fragrances. Prices on these are $180 for a 75 ml bottle, and soon to come is going to be a 15 ml bottle. Now they actually have a lot of fragrances for their first release, their first line. And I thought they were going to have, just a smaller number like 5, which would still be amazing for a first release for a house. They ended up having over twice that. So you have a lot to choose from. So part of the idea of their line is to have a members vault. And you have to apply to get into the members vault. And people with the members vault access can access this line of perfumes for the first year. And talking to Chad, one of the main guys at MiN New York, he explained that one of the reasons why they did this is to have the perfumes macerate for a year, and then have people that are in the fragrance community try them out for that and then release them to the public. Now thankfully, depending on when this video airs, the line will actually be available to the public really soon, maybe actually as of this video date. So go check out MiN New York's website and see if it's available. When they said they're going to make their own line of fragrances, I had a mixed feeling about what it was going to be. They're a perfume retailer. How good is it going to be? Well, let me tell you how good it is. It's freaking amazing. Amazing. I'm not saying this lightly. I think this is the best perfume line I have ever smelled. Ever. And I'm not just saying that. I mean it. This is incredible. It's an incredible line. One of the reasons I really love this line is they really take the balance between creativity and wearability. A lot of times a fragrance goes in either direction, and it can be either generic in the wearability, or it can be not wearable in the creative avenue, and this one is both. It is the perfect balance. So I've talked too much, let's go straight to the scents. Now the first on the list is Dahab, and Dahab is a incensey fragrance, and I believe there's a little oud in there. And I'm not the type of person that really likes incense. I think there's some pepper in there. I'm not the type of person that likes these style of fragrances. But what really makes this fragrance amazing is the nutmeg. The nutmeg really adds this edible quality about it. And it remains spicy yet inviting and warm. It's really, really great. When I smell it, it reminds me of what a doctor would wear when he's not at the office and you find him like at a Christmas party or something. I really love this one. This is one of my favorites of the line. Next on the list is Memento. Memento has a lot of aldehydes, it has a lot of opopanax, it's very green, it's very classic, and it also is very modern at the same time. It's a very interesting fragrance. I wouldn't say it's really my thing, but it's very, very well done. Next on the list is Onsen. Did I tell you that I love these names? These names are incredible. I really love these names. Now this is a great take on a classic masculine. It's a very novel take on a classic masculine. It has a lot of fougere notes, and it's very green and coniferous. It has a lot of woodiness, and you could smell hinoki in there and pine. I almost smell like a pear note at the top too. It's really, really nice, really deep, and it brings back all of the qualities of like a very masculine man. This is not the type of scent that I would normally gravitate to, but I actually really love this scent. Next is Shaman. Shaman is another one that I didn't think I would like because it has a very incensey smell to it, but there's also a lot of violet leaves in there, and violet leaves is another note that I'm not particularly a fan of. And then I believe there's some patchouli in there. Mix it all together, it smells fantastic. It's another fragrance that just really shocked me and really drew me in. I really like this one a lot. Next is The Botanist. Now of course by the name The Botanist you expect a lot of plants, and you get a lot of plants in this. This is a very fresh, vetiver scent. And the vetiver is tamed by some apple in there and some floral notes in there. It's not overly floral. You get a lot of vetiver. And it's very clean and fresh and green. I think vetiver fans are going to flip over this. It's really, really, really nice. I'm not typically one that really likes vetiver, but I think it's probably one of the best vetiver scents out there. It's really, really great. Next is moon dust. Now apparently, from what astronauts have said, those astronauts that have visited the moon, they say that moon dust smells like burnt gunpowder. And so this has a very flinty, burnt, almost incensey quality about it. I don't know if it necessarily reminds me of gunpowder, but it does have a very burnt quality to it. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Interlude Man a little bit, and it's pretty intense. And this is one of those that is very interesting and very creative. Really, really cool fragrance. Next is Old School Bench. This is a very unique take on a woody fragrance, and it does actually remind me of old furniture. I don't know if I really get an old school bench necessarily, but it does have a sharp, almost varnished smell that a lot of old antiques have. And it does remind me a lot of old furniture and old antiques. If you go to an old antique shop, it almost has a smell of like a grandparent's house or something like that. I really, really think this is really, really cool. This actually grows on me more and more every time I smell it. It's really nice. Next is Longboard. Longboard is one of their aquatic-like scents, and it basically smells like salty orange blossom with some coconut. And I almost say there's some tuberose in there too. I might be mistaken, but it smells like there's some tuberose in there. But you get a lot of orange blossom. It's very, very nice. It's more floral than I expected it would be from the name, but it's really nice. I think women would like this more. It's a lovely scent. Probably not my personal thing, but I do like it a lot, especially on a woman. Next is Dune Road. Dune Road I absolutely love. I love this scent so much. It's an amazing fresh scent. It smells like a cool morning breeze. Somehow they really captured a very cool, watery feeling. And it really smells like fresh, crisp air in the morning if you're walking by the beach or something like that. It smells great. It starts off fresh and then dries woody and salty. It's an amazing scent. It's amazing. Next is Magic Circus. Magic Circus is another one that I love a lot. It's a gourmand-like fragrance, and it really, when you think Magic Circus and you think gourmand, you know what it smells like. It's really great. You get a lot of candy, you get caramel. I get like a roasted corn smell in there somewhere. I get a nuttiness, a caramel corn vibe. It's really, really great. One of the best gourmands I've smelled in a long time. This screams cult classic to me. I think a lot of people are going to be drawn to this and as one of the greats of the MiN New York line. And for whatever reason, I think a lot of women are going to actually like this more. I don't really know why I say that, because it's not a feminine scent. Really, I think men can wear this equally well, but I just really think that a lot of women are going to love this. But it's just an amazing scent. It really evokes the smell and feel of going to a circus or a state fair. And last but not least is Beryl. And I saved Beryl for last because Beryl is my absolute favorite of this line. It's an incredible fragrance. I don't like to smell on camera for these things, but I just gotta smell it just so you can see my face. It's incredible. This is so darn good. It has a little bit of a spiciness to it. When you think Beryl, you get some of that connotation already. It has a very boozy quality about it, and there's a lot of myrrh in this. There's some vanilla and there's some woods, and I detect some patchouli in there as well. It is just intoxicating and enrapturing and bewitching. It really, whenever I smelled it for the first time, it just consumed me for days. Now some people will say, is this comparable to pure malt? No, it's not. This is way better. So that's all I have for scent stories from MiN New York. Incredible line, incredible. I mean, it's just amazing. I think this line is so well done. I can't wait for volume 2. I guess this is volume 1, and I guess they're gonna have a volume 2 someday. I don't know when that is. But whenever they do, I cannot wait. and do whatever you have to do to try this line, because it is incredible. And I am positive that you're going to find one or a few fragrances in here that are just going to blow your socks off. So anyway, that's all I have for scent stories from MiN New York. Let me know down below if you've tried it and what you think down below. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll love you for it. I'll see you next time. I'm David with the Fragrance Bros. Bye.